Hi you guys, welcome back to the channel. Alright you guys, we have another week of In This Corner with myself, the avid wrestling fan, and my husband, the non-wrestling fan. Welcome in, Brian.
Well, good to be back.
Episode
Didn't get
2? You didn't
canceled.
get canceled!
Not yet, anyway.
Not yet.
Yeah,
Don't get canceled. I got a good thing going on.
that's true.
All right, so today we are going to talk about wrestling opinions. These are opinions that I honestly see all of the time, all over the internet, X, whatever it might be. So we're going to talk about them and talk about what side we're on.
So, opinions from where?
So literally the wrestling community, like I see these on X, I see people talk about them, debate them. So just literally I did opinions that I see the most.
Twitter.
Probably a lot of Twitter, but TikTok too.
Okay, fair enough.
So, all right, number one is long-term storytelling is better. And so long-term storytelling means like a feud is got depth. It's not just randomly plucked together.
Fair. Yes and no. So I'll give you an example. Like obviously I don't know what a recent example of a quick feud is. Or like what you're saying, like a short-term storytelling is.
So like a short-term storytelling, like Becky Lynch and Maxine Dupree just fought last on the most recent Raw.
Okay. So they have nothing. Like they've
Right,
never
there's
seen
not
each
much
other.
there, no.
Okay. So yeah, you need a little more than that, but it wasn't for anything, right?
It was for the belt. It was for Becky's belt.
Oh, then yeah, no, I agree with that. However, the Judgment Day, too long. Entirely too long. Entirely too long. There, no, there is such thing as too long, and that's it.
Yes.
Like it's done.
Yeah. So I like storytelling. I've been very vocal about I want some depth to my matches. I don't like this like drawing names out of a hat and putting them together because then I feel like the chemistry is lacking. But I will say there is a such thing as too long. I think that I don't necessarily think the Judgment Day in itself is too long. I think the group members are too long. I think Finn should have turned on Dom a long time ago. And they should have had a feud a long time ago. But I do think Liv Morgan getting hurt kind of interfered with that. So I do think there is such thing as too long, but I would rather have long-term storytelling than random matches plucked together.
True. Yeah, kind of. I would agree. I For title matches, yes. I mean, you're gonna have to have random
Yeah.
things happen.
But you can still put a little bit of depth in I mean, they don't have to be feuding for like 4 weeks, but you
No,
could put a little bit of history there.
no. But the Judgment Day is too long. It's been around since the guy's not even with WWE anymore. So they could have changed the name, in my opinion.
Yeah, yeah.
But
I do think it needs a refresh.
yes.
So number two, it helps to be a nepo baby in the WWE.
100%. 110%. But I'll let you go first.
Okay. So I think it definitely helps to have family in WWE because you're more exposed to it. Chances are you've grown up in it. Chances are you know people, you know how the industry works. I don't think it necessarily guarantees you success because there's been several people that are nepo babies that have not had success. And being an avid fan, I know
Name them.
that. Well, right now, honestly, Santino's daughter, Ariana Grace, we don't see her much in NXT.
Who's Santino?
Honestly, you're
Like,
not a wrestling fan, so you don't know that. I don't think it guarantees you success. It does not guarantee you success. You can get in the door because of your name, but you still have to work hard and the fans still have to be on your side. I know you're not going to agree with me because you know all of the stars that are
no, I'm
from.
not saying that. I'm not saying all the stars are like
That's
that
what I'm
either.
saying. I'm not saying that it doesn't help. I'm just saying that it doesn't guarantee you success.
I don't know. I don't know because for instance, well, one I know for one I'm way out on, but for the good argument one, I'm gonna say the bloodline, right? Yes, the top part of it is heavy. Like They do not need the name of Rikishi or The Rock. Like they don't need them. Like Roman Reigns, the brothers. That's probably it. Honestly, maybe Solo now, but again, he's not to be mean, but he's riding the coattails of his brothers that did
But
it before
his
him.
name, he's made a name for himself.
Kind of like, but that's what I'm saying. Like, so the bloodline is a good example of the top part of it. No, yeah, they're not nepo. They don't care. Like they don't need it. However, the randos that they keep pulling out of nowhere, that everybody is part of this family, they're only in there because of that.
Mhm.
And you can't tell me not. Like the recent ones,
Saying that they're not.
they're in WWE to create a storyline.
It
And it's
helps.
because of that name. So I'm on that one. That one's my greatest argument that I think a lot of people might be on my side. Probably not because it's a wrestling community. But yes, like I do agree. It doesn't mean you're gonna have success.
Correct.
However,
It helps.
you are going to be given the most opportunities to have success.
Okay.
Just like in athletes. I mean, it's no different. Now, to the one that people aren't gonna like, Cody Rhodes is a nepo baby from.
You don't know his.
Yes, I do.
You don't know. You've not watched his full career.
Goldust,
He was not Goldust. That's his brother.
or whatever he was.
Stardust was bad. Stardust was bad.
Okay,
It was bad.
So my biggest reason for this is his dad is a legend apparently.
Legend.
I mean, I don't know that.
Trained a lot of people.
Right, fine.
Wrestling loyal.
Hall of Famer, I'm assuming. Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
His brother,
Goldust. He was good.
not as Goldust.
He was good.
Like,
No, Goldust was good.
So I do remember Goldust. But my problem is, and again, I don't know the full story and I might get hate for this, but you leave a company, you badmouth them till the end, and you walk. And you walk to start at this new company. Fine, you can do that. When you come back and you're given a title, no. Like for the people, like to me, that if I was say, honestly, Roman Reigns, I'm not losing to him because that's not right. You haven't been here. Seth Rollins, I wouldn't be very happy with. I wouldn't be happy if I was the top, however many that could be champion at that time, which Roman Reigns was, right? He lost to him.
Yeah.
Supposedly.
Roman won the first match in WrestleMania, and then
right.
Cody won the second match.
So to me, like the big dogs of the WWE, when he was coming in, he's not automatically there but it's because of who he is, and they had to win because of his dad, and it's all that, and fine, but it didn't have to be right when he came back. So that is my argument of.
It was 2 years.
Yes, I don't think so.
Yes, because the first WrestleMania he faced Roman and lost, and then the second WrestleMania was the rematch and he won. So it was 2 years.
But he came back probably a year in total, right?
No, it was 2 years. He didn't miss much time. I mean, he got hurt when he fought with Seth, but he didn't.
Well, I'm not talking about hurt. I thought he was. Anyway, no.
I will say that if you would have told me that Cody Rhodes is who he is when he was Stardust, I would look at you in the face and be like, "Are you kidding me?" And he probably would too. He's been very vocal that that was not the best time frame for him. I personally think him stepping away from WWE helped his growth a lot, and helped his development. But I think now he has fought for where he's at. I understand your opinion where, he did come in and he was kind of, the new guy returning. But I feel like now he's earned that spot.
Just now, I'm going to say. Like, I will give it to him. I don't like who he beat because I think that's BS. But, like, now would be the appropriate time for him to have won the first title, in my opinion.
Okay.
John Cena should have beat Roman Reigns because that is as the bad guy that Roman Reigns always was. Like that would have been perfect. And then now, I don't like it, but Cena loses to Rhodes. Now would have been good. Now, I'm not saying he couldn't have held the title, like whatever they had, the U.S. title,
I see.
Continental title, like tag team title. Like I don't care about that, but the big title, yeah, you can't leave a company and just get it within, I'm gonna say, a year.
I mean, I can't say anything because I'm a huge Punker fan, and I was very excited when he won.
And he didn't.
And he
15 seconds actually.
He left the company and
badmouthed
them and came back. So
but
I didn't say anything.
He kind of got his own medicine and stomped in the UFC.
I feel like he's had a lot of growth, and I love him.
Yeah, I don't care.
But
he wasn't given it.
I will say that
'Cause he's not in that little baby.
I will say that it helps to have wrestling family,
Mm.
but it does not guarantee you success.
Fair. It gets you in the door.
Yeah.
100%, and
Mhm.
more opportunities than, say, Carmelo Hayes or whoever else. Like
Carmelo
some
Hayes should have more opportunity.
someone who had to start at the bottom
Mhm.
and work their way instead of
Now I will
the
say,
other way.
Dominic Mysterio, I feel like if he would have stayed with Ray and not broken off and gotten in the Judgment Day and kind of changed his character, I don't think he'd still be in the WWE. Or he'd be a forgotten guy in the WWE. Because when he was with Ray, I really feel like he was overshadowed.
Oh well, how could
So,
you not be?
so I feel
Did he
like
go to NXT?
Dom.
Or
Yeah, I
was
think
he
he was in
straight?
there a little bit. I don't know. That was in between the time where I wasn't watching much when he first started. So, but I
Just
feel
wondering.
like he is one example of somebody that if he hadn't broke off and he would have stayed with his father, it would have not worked out because I think people would have got bored of him.
Yeah, but I think the cycle would have. I think it would have presented itself because Ray's going to get hurt more often than not.
Hmm.
So, which I guess he is now. I haven't
Yep,
seen him in
he's hurt.
a
He had
year.
surgery, gosh, before WrestleMania.
Fair.
So, all right, number 3, Roman Reigns' title reign was boring, which well, you didn't see a whole lot of it because it
I
went
saw
for
the end
like
of it.
2 years. You saw the end of it.
I saw a year of
A
it.
lot of people think his title reign was boring.
I'm not gonna be mean. All title reigns are boring now. Like they're super. They're like I don't know how to. They're oh no, I'm not gonna say that. I was about to say they're like boxers and they pick their own. That like heavy big time like Mayweather, all them that pick their own. But even then, they still give it a challenge. Um, boring. Boring's a strong word because he's when he was in the ring, I think he's more watchable, entertaining than Cody Rhodes by 1,000 football fields. Like it's not even close. To me, again, I'm a certified D1 hater of Cody Rhodes apparently, and I might get canceled, but
Cody, I still like you.
I don't know what it is. It's just I can't. I don't know. But in this regard, I think he had a more entertaining factor and story and presence than any title person I've ever seen. To be honest, he had it. He had a presence when he was there, which was a rarity.
Full disclaimer, I will never talk shit on Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns is in my top 5 wrestlers of all time. Love him. I do feel like he didn't defend it much. But now that we're here and out of it, I feel like a lot of people haven't defended their titles a lot.
Nope.
So I don't feel like that was a Roman issue. I feel like that's a creative issue. So I personally do not think Roman's title was reign was boring. I really enjoyed it. I was very upset when he lost. Just for the fact that I didn't want him to lose. And not it didn't matter who it was. Anybody could have been out there. I just didn't want him to lose.
He just lost to the wrong guy.
Uh,
I mean, figure it out. Like if Seth Rollins won, how cool of a story that would have
I
been.
still wouldn't have been happy.
Yeah, you won't be happy, but at least it makes sense. Like it just doesn't make sense.
I love Seth Rollins. I just bought a Seth Rollins shirt, but I hold a very high grudge on him for destroying the Shield.
And again, and he, but what perfect
I'll never get
storyline?
over.
What perfect thing? He destroys that, and he destroys the guy's longest reign as like
So
genius.
full disclosure, Seth Rollins is the champion now, and I think that this WrestleMania coming up, we're gonna get Romans and Rollins.
Mm,
So,
mm.
because they're beefing again. Um. All right, next one. There are too many PLEs,
Paid live like pay per
premium live
views.
events.
Yeah, 100%. Nowhere even close. It should only be. Let's see. Is wrestling's all year, right? They don't take
No,
months off.
no, they have like maybe a week or two off, but
So,
that's it.
like one a quarter. There should be 3 or 4. Now they can be 2 night.
Hmm.
Like each one of them could be 2 nights, but like 5 at most in a whole year. Because you're not. You lose the lure of okay, like this SummerSlam. It's one of the biggest ones of the year. Yet we've had 2 in between within.
Yes, so there was Evolution and Saturday Night Main Event and then SummerSlam. And then there'll be Clash of
I mean, it
Paris
was
in a
like
couple weeks.
Backlash.
Well, Backlash was in May, so then you had Money in the Bank in June. Then you had Night of Champions in late June. Then you had Evolution in middle July with Saturday Night Main Event. and then you had SummerSlam, and then in a couple weeks we'll have Clash of Paris.
So from the time we went to one, you've had 3 or 4, if you count Saturday main event. I don't count those as
Yeah, I don't know
PLEs.
if those are
Well,
technically
they're not because
PLEs. I don't know.
they're on national TV,
Yeah,
right? So
but you still have to build for them. I mean, you still have to have good matches because
to me, I'm
they
saying a
could draw.
PLE is like I have to pay per view it, whether
Yeah.
it's on streaming, although you're doing that by paying cable. I understand that.
Mhm.
But yeah, way too many. Way too many. 4, 5 at most in a whole year.
I agree. I mean, I'm okay with doing more than 5. Like that's but I think that there are too many. I think it doesn't give enough time. Again, we go back that I like long-term storytelling. And if we're having a PLE every 2 weeks, I don't get that. I get these random matches that we're plugging in, and we are going to Clash at Paris, and there's really not that many built matches at the moment. I mean, I'm super excited for Punk, Jay, Seth, and LA Knight because I think that'll be a good match with the 4 superstars, but there's just not a whole lot there.
I don't know though. He could lose it.
Yeah, he's not gonna lose
That'd
it.
be.
I think that man carries it until WrestleMania for sure.
I don't know. I could see it going back and forth.
I
Like
think that man carries it to
Punk
WrestleMania.
wins again, has it for a couple. Like I could see a riff, but
Yeah. So, all right, John Cena is the greatest of all time.
I'll let you go first.
You're gonna let me go first?
Mhm.
I think the greatest of all time discussion is a tough one to do because there's different generations of wrestling fans, there's different generations of wrestling. If you would ask somebody that watched wrestling heavily in the 70s and 80s, then probably not. He is my greatest of all time. I grew up watching him a lot. I grew up watching his matches, his storylines. The guy's won 17 titles. I think his resume basically speaks for himself with just how many years he's put in, how entertaining he's been those years. And honestly, he doesn't give off a bad match. Like he's always in a good match. So John Cena is for sure my goat.
Fair. So greatest of all time, because I do this a lot in sports.
Hmm.
Um, to me, the greatest of all time is a person who can compete in any era of the sport wrestling that they're in. That being said, yeah, John Cena fits every. He could fit every era that there has been of wrestling. Like for me, when I was watching, it was bit like The Rock was big. He could easily
He
be in
had a
that
he had a
generation.
great
Probably
feud.
was in there.
Yeah, he had a great feud with The
Um,
Rock.
I mean, I guess Undertaker and them, their prime was a little before that, right? With it.
They were still right in there.
Now, like, and I don't know the eras very well, but like Hulk Hogan's era, he'd fit in a like
Mhm.
now wrestling wise, he's more of a showman.
Mhm.
So that obviously comes later in the eras because 70s and 80s, it
Yeah.
wasn't the show. It was more about just the dudes getting
Mhm.
in the ring type deal. There wasn't the backstories and this and
Mhm.
that and all the kind of
Agreed.
drama, I guess you would say,
Agreed.
that makes it like a soap opera. Um, but yeah, I couldn't name a better one, honestly. Now, is he my favorite? No, but he's probably the best it's ever been.
He's
So
not my favorite either.
right, but he's better. He's better than my favorite.
But he
So
is the GOAT. My favorite of all time will always be Shawn Michaels. I love HBK. When I was a kid and HBK came on the screen, I literally stopped and watched it. I love HBK. But John Cena is my GOAT. Like, he is the
it's the best.
greatest. So,
Easy. That's easy. I
yeah.
don't think to the people who argue that. I don't know. Like, I mean, I get their point if they watch older wrestling,
Mhm.
but he's been around for
A while.
20
A
years. I
while.
mean,
So.
that's a long time.
I also feel like people don't separate the favorites and the goats because there is a
Correct.
difference. There is a
Correct.
difference.
Now,
Um,
sometimes they can match, but
yeah,
most of the
yeah,
time they won't.
absolutely. And like if you go to NBA, the greatest in NBA of all time is Michael Jordan.
Not even close.
Now is he my favorite? No, because I wasn't watching basketball much when he was around.
I missed
Kobe
a lot.
Bryant's my favorite. So
Close second.
there's a difference between a favorite and a goat, for sure.
100%.
So now in football, my goat and my favorite lineup.
Yeah.
TB12 all day every day.
Yeah.
All right, last one.
I saw it.
The women's division is better than the men's division currently.
So, yeah, I think so. Talent, yes. I personally, what they do is way more as a whole.
Mhm.
Now, you can't say that Becky Lynch is going to beat Cody Rhodes.
No, I'm not talking
But
one on
as far
one.
as like entertaining factor, yes. And it's not because I'm a guy, and I mean they wear the certain things that obviously attract the guy audience, but their talent, I think they have more talent than the men. But I also think they work harder than the men do, in my opinion. Because okay, the evolution, that's been 20 years.
No,
That's 15,
it's
10,
like 10 or 15.
and they never got a shot after that.
Mhm.
And now I think it should be every year,
Oh.
to be honest with you. I don't know why it hasn't been, but yeah, I think the women could steal the show 100%. They're just their moves are a lot better. Um, they're more athletic top to bottom. Now,
Overall, as a whole.
correct. The top males will beat the top females in that regard. Like I'm not saying that it's all women, but I will say they are more better than the men in the entertainment and talent as a whole. Yes.
I think the women's division is dominant right now. I think that the matches that they put on are not boring by any means. I watched Evolution and I literally did not want to get out of my seat the entire time because every single match was good. I can't say that for the men all the time. There are some matches where I'm like, okay, I need to take a nap because they're not that great. I think the talent and the depth of the women's division right now is insane because you not only have a great roster on Raw and SmackDown, you have an excellent roster on NXT as well. I mean, we don't consistently watch NXT because we've got things going on, but we've seen them. We've seen, and again, I think Roxanne Perez kind of speaks volumes. She was a huge star in NXT and came up to the Raw main roster and didn't miss a beat. She's been performing her ass off and not missing any beat. And I think honestly, any of those women, Stephanie Becker is another one. She's been killing it. Any of those women that you plug out of NXT, which is supposed to be the developmental, can absolutely go toe to toe on the main roster. I think the women's division is the best by far that it has ever been because of the depth, the talent, the work that they put into it. I mean, they are truly stars.
I agree. I agree. And I think there's more in the NXT that I think could take some places of the ones in the WWE that would be more consistent, like the surfer woman.
Soruka,
Yeah, she's very athletic.
she's so talented. They
Um
actually were talking about bringing her up because she's got such
she's
great
got to be the
moves.
next one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I talent wise, yeah, they got it. They're deep, and I don't know as
Mhm.
the men's talent is that deep. Because like, I mean, the few times we watch NXT, like the men are kind of, I mean, the Obi guy, the one that's winning, the one
Yeah,
that's king now.
Uma's good. Trick Williams would be another one that I would put in that.
Yeah, and
that
he gets. I mean, in my knowledge, he gets sent to even a worse division.
Well, it's
To me,
they're trying to bring attention to TNA, so
non-popular, I
that's
guess.
why they're putting it over there. Somebody that I think has really developed since they came to NXT is both Ethan Page and Ricky Saints. But yeah, like I could sit here and name, like I just named four men in the NXT. I could sit here and I guarantee you I could name five. You have Sol Ruka, you have Lola Vice, you have Lash Legend, you have Jada Parker, you have Kalani Jordan. I mean, there's so many people that are so freaking good.
And that's good. I mean, they're
Yeah.
gonna need it.
Well, my biggest worry, because I've seen this happen before with WWE, is my biggest worry is people get called up to the main roster and get lost. Carmelo Hayes is a huge one right now. He deserves way more TV time than he has been getting. He deserves way more opportunities that he's been getting. But ever since he's gotten up to the main roster, they haven't done much with him, and that's my worry about, calling them up. Like right now, NXT is killing it, and they're killing it, and I'm just afraid that if they get called up, they're gonna get lost.
That's fair. That's fair.
So,
I have one that's not on your list
what is
that I
that?
thought about
Who
going
is
through.
that? Oh,
Who is it?
an opinion. Oh, I
Yes.
thought you meant my NXT
No.
girls I named.
No.
Right.
So
What is it?
we've been to now two.
2. We went to a full disclosure, just for everybody watching, we went to a Friday Night SmackDown, and then we went to Backlash.
Yeah. So seeing this, and we've been to other sporting events,
Mhm.
fans better at a WWE or at any and all sporting events that we have been to.
Yeah, so I have been personally to MLB and NBA, and I think, oh,
Co-
hockey.
College, baseball,
Yeah,
all of them. I
yeah,
mean, all the
yeah.
majors
So,
besides soccer.
yes. I think the fans are better. I think they're more passionate. I think that they will cheer for people. I think that they get really invested into it. I think, and I also think that they are very, for the most part, very welcoming. Like, yes,
We're about to see.
I think the fan base in general, and I mean, obviously there is toxic stuff with all fan bases, but I think the fan base in general, absolutely, I think they are more passionate. The closest second for me is the hockey game, honestly. Hockey is like no other. Like, we went to the Blackhawks and the Predators in Nashville, and like this lady was like, we're Blackhawks fans. I was wearing a Blackhawks shirt. She was wearing a Predator shirt, but she was like cheering with me and talking with me, and like the hockey's insane.
Yeah, yeah, that I'll give them that. So when we went, I didn't know what to expect of
Yeah,
the fans. I
right.
don't know. Again, you're gonna obviously a lot of families, a lot of kids, blah, whatever. But there's a lot our age people. A lot of no offense, like a lot of women, which surprises me.
No,
Like it's just surprising
I get
to be
that
honest.
because for a while it was kind of like
It's the male thing to
it's
do.
not the cool thing to do.
Correct.
Yeah.
Um, but as far like the passion, yeah, I'd say it beats probably any sporting event we've been to. Now, I don't, again, we cannot, the college game we went to was a dud
Mhm.
of college football.
Mhm.
I can't speak to going into Death Valley at night and LSU playing Alabama.
Right. Denny
I
Stadium.
can't, I can't speak to
Yeah.
Florida, Miami, Florida State,
Right.
Miami, like Penn State, Ohio State. Like I can't speak to any of those huge football games. Um, or huge sport like World Series, Super
Super Bowl.
Bowl, finals.
Yeah.
I would bet the NBA finals isn't it's a lot down the line.
Mhm.
But as far as passion, yeah. Like no question about it. They're not going for like to me, sports has gotten to like a social event.
Mhm.
And some are diehard fans like we are, some aren't. They're just going to go. That WWE, no one is just
They're
going to go
invested.
besides me. Like I'm going to go because I'm getting dragged along.
You're
Like
not getting
I
dragged.
mean, like I don't know a lot going on. Like I whatever. Like it's entertainment,
Mhm.
whatever. But now as far as like the toxicness, sports has them beat 300 to 1. Sports fans are the most toxic fans in the world.
Wrestling's kind of bad too on some cases.
No, but not, and again, maybe because I don't follow a lot
Right.
of wrestling.
Right.
But if you look at sports
Mhm.
people, we're the worst.
Mhm.
Like sports fans are the worst,
Mhm.
and especially football. Like when you now getting into football season, you really see that. But which is good for the fan, like WWE fans, of not being as toxic. And when you said they allow people in, we're gonna see. But like sports doesn't really do that. Like, okay, Kansas City's been on top for the past 4 years. If you say you're a Kansas City fan, no, you're not. You're a bandwagon. Like, it's just that mentality of, oh, like, you're just doing it because it's cool. Like, so a close second for me, hockey's up there, but for me, there is nothing like Wrigley Field. I mean, when it's a close game, Cubs are like again, we're a fan, like diehard Cubs fans, so that plays into it. But it's the best stadium in the world. It's loud for a day game on a random
I
Tuesday for no
agree.
reason.
I think there's nothing like, if you've never been to Wrigley Field,
You gotta go.
you gotta go once in your lifetime.
Yes.
It's crazy. That definitely is a close second with the hockey. I think the hockey surprised
Oh
me the
yeah,
most because I didn't know what to expect. I
100%.
expect Cubs fans to be passionate because they
Oh yeah,
always have been, no matter if
always.
they're losing or not. Like, they've always been. So the hockey kind of surprised me. But yeah, I mean, in general, the wrestling community, I mean, I started this like just over a year ago, I think. I actually think I just got a notification that it was like a year ago ish. And I have met some really cool people. I have talked to some really cool people. And they, like, for the most part, I've had nothing but positive experiences. Now there is negativity,
That's everywhere.
with
So
there's a lot of negativity. There has been a lot of negativity lately. With the Brock Lesnar return, there's been a lot of negativity with it, just because his name is in an active lawsuit. That's not good. Which I have not talked about it because I don't want to. I personally feel, and you know this, that if your name is in an active lawsuit at all, like, yes, you are innocent until proven guilty according to our justice system, but your name is in an active lawsuit that's not settled, that's not finalized, I don't think that you should be able to partake in whatever your sport is. Um, I mean, like, I don't.
that's a fine line.
With that serious of a thing. Now, if you're in an active lawsuit because you had weed in your car or whatever, like, that's one thing. But with that serious of a charge, I just. Mm. So there's been a lot of negativity with that whole thing lately, but in general, overall, I do think it is a very welcoming community.
Oh yeah, 10 times more than sports is, to be honest with you.
So
Like, no, it's not even close.
that was a good addition. Good.
Good for you, WWE fans. Good for you. That's good.
It's off to the
Yes,
WWE.
that's right. Good
So,
for you.
well, thank you guys for joining us. We may have an episode next week, depending on how mad you guys get over his Cody Rhodes take.
Sorry,
But we
it'll
all
never end.
we all have our opinions. We all have people that we like and don't like, and Cody Rhodes just happens to be him. But I still like you, Cody. So if by any miracle you see this, your girl still likes you.
I mean, he seems like a good dude. I'm not saying that. It's just,
He's a cool guy.
eh.
So, all right, we'll see you guys next time.